the release of Tom Bower's highly anticipated book, Betrayal, Power, Deceit, and the Fight for the Future of the Royal Family, has already sent shockwaves through royal circles, provoking an immediate and fiery response from Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. With the book's official launch set for March 26th, an early excerpt published in The Times has offered a controversial preview, prompting the Sussexes to launch a swift counteroffensive. The excerpt, which has quickly become a focal point of discussion, paints a critical and often unflattering portrait of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Bower's narrative includes claims attributed to various sources, notably Queen Camilla, suggesting a growing rift within the royal family exacerbated by Meghan's influence. Among the more contentious assertions are that Prince Harry allegedly changed his phone number without informing his family, became possessed by seeking revenge, and that his character increasingly mirrored Meghan's. A particularly stinging quote attributed to Camilla declares, "Meghan's brainwashed Harry." Beyond the personal dynamics, Bower's exposé extends to the Invictus Games, a cause championed by Prince Harry. Reporting from a wheelchair basketball match at the Vancouver Convention Centre, Bower describes a stark scene. Merely 43 ticket-buying spectators amidst a hall designed for over 2,000, contrasted with a larger group, corralled by organizers to surround the Sussexes for media opportunities. His account also details the disappointment of Nigerian Air Vice Marshal Aide Timothy Marquis regarding visa issues for his team and the bid for the 2029 Games. Perhaps most controversially, Bower observes American competitors, described as suffering from PTSD, effortlessly, got up and walked away after their victory, despite none appearing to be physically injured. He further notes the significant presence of Invictus volunteers, outnumbering paying spectators by a substantial margin. In what appears to be a strategic move to mitigate the book's impact, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's spokesperson issued a scathing statement to People magazine, vehemently rejecting Bower's claims. The spokesperson accused the author of fixation filled with deranged conspiracy, asserting that Bower's commentary has long crossed the line from criticism into fixation. They further alleged that Bower has made a career out of constructing ever more elaborate theories about people he does not know and has never met, advising that those interested in facts will look elsewhere, while those seeking deranged conspiracy and melodrama know where to find him. This robust language underscores the couple's perception of the book as a targeted, agenda-driven attack rather than an objective account. A criticism leveled against the Invictus Games within Bower's excerpt also drew a response from the Invictus Games Foundation. A spokesperson conveyed disappointment that the Times granted prominence to commentary that appears driven by a long-established agenda rather than a genuine understanding of the Invictus Games and the community it supports. The foundation reaffirmed its core mission of supporting the recovery and rehabilitation of wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans. They condemned attempts to question competitors' legitimacy or minimize conditions like PTSD as deeply disrespectful, urging that the focus should remain on the courage, recovery, and camaraderie of those who have served. The immediate and emphatic reactions from both the Sussexes and the Invictus Foundation underscore a deepening divide between their carefully cultivated public image and the narratives presented by critics such as Tom Bower. While Bower's proponents maintain he is presenting well-sourced information and first-hand observations, the counterarguments frame his work as biased, speculative, and disrespectful. The accusation of conspiracy is particularly striking, given the detailed nature of some of Bower's claims, which he presents as factual accounts from sources or personal observations. This public skirmish sets the stage for a highly contentious book release. As Betrayal hits the shelves, the ongoing royal drama continues to unfold, with Meghan and Harry's decisive clap back signaling their unwavering determination to challenge narratives they deem hostile. The battle for public perception remains a central theme in the Sussexes' journey, with Tom Bower's book now representing a significant new front in this enduring conflict. The Sussexes' strong assertion that Bower's work is driven by deranged conspiracy has itself become a point of contention among observers. Many commentators challenge this characterization, noting that the excerpt appears to rely on direct quotes from named individuals, such as Queen Camilla, and first-hand accounts, including Bower's own observations at the Invictus Games. Critics argue that presenting such detailed narratives as mere conspiracy theories undermines the journalistic process and the validity of sources, suggesting instead that the conspiracy label is a strategic deflection rather than an accurate description of the book's content. Adding another layer to the controversy are allegations of hypocrisy leveled against Meghan and Harry. Observers have been quick to point out the perceived irony of the couple's vehement opposition to a book detailing their lives, given their own extensive engagement with media projects, including a multi-part documentary series for Netflix. This contrast has fueled the narrative that the Duke and Duchess are comfortable sharing their story on their own terms, but react sharply when others present an alternative or critical perspective. The suggestion that Bower might consider a 6-part docuseries for Netflix, a platform known for its interest in royal narratives, highlights this perceived double standard. While the Invictus Games Foundation statement rightly emphasizes the noble purpose of the Games and the courage of its veterans, some analyses suggest it doesn't fully address the specific points raised by Bower. The criticism, particularly concerning Meghan's prominent role, and the perception that the event's focus has shifted, remains a sensitive area. Commentators have argued that while the Foundation aims to protect the integrity of the Games, the very issues Bower highlights, such as the sparse attendance and the staging of certain events for media, contribute to a broader conversation about the event's evolution and the impact of its high-profile patrons. The observation regarding competitors with invisible wounds, like PTSD, yet appearing physically able, is framed by Bower's supporters as a factual observation rather than a minimization of their condition, further illustrating the differing interpretations at play. The rapid and coordinated responses from both the Sussexes representatives and the Invictus Games Foundation are widely interpreted as a sophisticated public relations maneuver. By issuing strong denials and accusations of agenda-driven reporting, the couple and their affiliated organizations aim to control the narrative and preemptively discredit the book's contents. This strategy, however, risks drawing even more attention to the controversial claims, potentially fueling public curiosity and driving sales of Betrayal. The decision to engage with People magazine, a prominent outlet, underscores the strategic importance of shaping public perception in the lead-up to the book's release. As the official publication date of Betrayal approaches, the stage is set for a significant clash between the author's detailed exposé and the Sussexes' determined defense. The unfolding drama promises to keep royal watchers engaged, as the battle for truth and narrative control continues to play out in the public arena. The full impact of Bower's book and the long-term consequences of this public confrontation are yet to be fully realized.